Morning, y'all. It's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles. I got my microphone on, so hopefully you can hear me. Today is the warmest day we've had all week. Um, it said it was only 82 about an hour ago, but with a feels like a 96. Yeah, go figure out how that happens. But our humidity is about 60%, so that kind of. So I'm wedging the camera here because I'm fixing to go into the coop to add a little scoop to their feed bowl. It seemed that during the hottest part of the summer, they really weren't eating a lot out of their outdoor feed dish. But I filled it up. I looked at it the other day, and it was actually, they'd eaten quite a bit. But this is their favorite. This is the easiest for Laddie to eat with his crooked beak. I've got to trim it. Maybe Paul gets up before dark. Um, he can help, but he was on call last night, ambulance call, so that meant he was up all night. There's another egg. So probably about 1:15. I'm getting 3 to 5 a day, depending. I'm still waiting for these two girls. They haven't laid yet. I know that Zinnia, the um, black and brown Easter egg, are there. They're all in here trying to stay cool. Today was the first day this week I've had to put both fans on. I know she will lay anywhere from a blue-green to a pink egg. I don't know until she starts popping them out. And Lily there in the back, see, she doesn't have cheek muffs and she doesn't have the dark legs. So she's just a barnyard mix. She might have some Easter egg or something in her, but her markings remind me of Colombian Wyandotte, but I don't know what she is. I didn't see any of those on the guy's property, but who knows? She's a mix of something, and she's lovely. All right, here's Miss Daisy. What's up, Daisy? So I'm coming out to redo their waters. It's a little bit afternoon, but when I checked them this morning, they were still cool because we've been having really cool, nice evenings too. But it's time to refill their water. Over there's Laddie Roo. Looks like Luna, Silver Lace Wyandotte, is in there with him. This is their water shade spot. Yeah, he's got both Brahmas, Silver Lace Wyandotte Luna, and Marigold, the Rhode Island Red, which Paul's like, those boys are going to wear her out. So this morning when I let them out, Paul was still up because he wouldn't have been off the, he was still on call till like 7 a.m. I guess he was looking out the bathroom window because I heard him say something, but apparently Marigold, as soon as she came out of the coop, she just squatted down and the boys took turns, and he's like, oh no, there's a gangbang going on out there. They're going to wear her out. She is setting for them, and not much I can do about it. We need a little cleaning here. Just a little bit of poop. She doesn't spend any time in there really, except for at night or if it's raining. So I'm going to put this indoor scoop. I have like several of these. I have 2 in the house for feed, and I have 1 out here for their treats, for their scratch. These are great, and they were like maybe $3 a piece. They max out at like a cup and a half. I think you could probably get 2 cups in there. You just have to walk with it tilted at an angle so you don't spill it. So here's Miss Marigold having a snack. She's not going to be happy because, well, as long as I keep the sprayer away from her, she doesn't like to be sprayed with water. And though I put some Skin So Soft on my legs, turn this around and see if you're able to see what I have in my back pocket. Hope that showed up. That's the portable Thermacell. It's a backpack version. I'm going to go online and turn in the warranty information to get extra life on the warranty. Now, I have had a regular Thermacell for over a year now, the tabletop version, and it has been awesome, but I needed something that I could carry around with me and not have to wear tons of yucky spray. So I'm just going to set you down there All this needs, I don't know why I got froggy throat all of a sudden. All of this needs a drink at the base. So I'm going to unhook the sprinkler. So the past few days it's been such nice weather and so cloudy that I've just been able to turn the sprinkler on. I let it run for anywhere from about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We have a well, so there's no problem of like a water bill or things running. Okay, excuse me, I'm gonna have to clear my throat better. I don't know. I've been having, yesterday I woke up with a headache, so I think I'm just having some allergy issues. Um, I don't know how far I can go away from this and you guys still hear me. So I'm gonna carry it around. So hole digging. Yeah, they've exposed, that was all the way full to the top of that 18-inch pallet there in the front. They've managed to kick that all out. Good morning, Moira. This is my little shadow. And lately she's been following me. Did you finish your cucumber? Yep, she loves a cucumber. Around to the other side of the house when I'm turning the water on. We've had a talk about this. I don't like her going on this side of the house. If I'm there, that's fine, but I don't want her to get accustomed to coming over here. So let's see if she follows me. Or if she heeds my lesson of telling her not to come, not to follow me on this side of the house. It's dangerous. It's just that this is a smaller yard and there is no fencing on this side of the house. I mean, it's not small. It's probably bigger than most people's backyards, but I don't want her to wander next door, and if they have their dog out, her surprise her the dog, or vice versa. I don't want her getting over here, sorry, under bushes and bunnies hang out over here, which they're not going to hurt her, but I want her to be able, I can look out any of these windows and see her. I just don't want her to get accustomed to wandering away from her coop. Pretty girl, you didn't come as far. Look how big your comb is getting. Her comb is so large. So yeah, the heat, come on, has been tough on my birds. And Chaos, I don't know where my poultry protected cat at. He's somewhere in the shade. But gosh, he looks so skinny. He's moving so slow. Part of it is age, and that he's, except for the first 3 years of his life, he's been outdoors for the last 10. So anyway, I'll take a quick look here at the wildflowers. Yep, they're looking good. The crepe myrtle has finally started blooming. Pretty. So these lily stalks are still really tall. So I don't know if anyone, if you're not familiar with lilies, you don't cut them down because all the nutrients and sun and everything it's absorbing now is feeding the bulbs. I have one lily bloomed right now, and maybe 3 more going to bloom on that daylily. This daylily has quit blooming, but every now and then the Stella d'Or, it does. Gotta love my sage. You can see where the heat and the sun have affected some of the hydrangea blooms. Plus, it's getting late in summer. But these wildflowers are doing great. And I have one that's like this type. Let me see if I can shrink this down a little bit right here. That's as tall as me now, over by the chicken coop. I'll show y'all that. So I haven't been in the swing in a few days, strictly because it's been cloudy and it's still been humid. And I've just, I think it's not really allergies because I'm not allergic to anything. I think it's just hay fever. But I woke up yesterday morning with a horrible, horrible headache. You know, I have to put some fresh water in there. And I thought maybe I slept weird, but I had to keep like pinching my nose and blowing. I forget the proper name for that method of popping your ears, but it seemed all sinusy. So I did 2 sprays of Flonase in each nostril, and within about 20-30 minutes, I was okay. So I'm just going to water. I had 3 cucumbers yesterday. Oops. That not cucumbers, but watermelon that I picked. And they had a pretty good size, yellow flat spot on them. but the little tendril closest to him wasn't quite dead. But I thought, well, we'll see. But I picked them up, I pulled them off, and then realized that they weren't anywhere near 10 pounds. They need to be 10 to 12 pounds. And I realized they weren't ripe. So the one I cut in half, I put back over the compost pile. The other two, I'll probably still end up cutting in half and putting them out for the wild critters. So, I mean, the chickens could probably still peck on it, even though it's not ripe, but who wants to eat a non-ripe watermelon? Not me. So, we're going to water. And hopefully Wednesday I'll do another chat, where I'm in front of the camera. But I did the silliest, craziest thing. So I have a little partial denture on the top that just has my front teeth in it. And it's pretty small. And sometimes if I'm biting into something hard like an apple or like a sandwich or something, I'll take it out because it can get uncomfortable and wiggle around when I bite stuff with my front teeth. And Thursday, I don't remember when I took it out. I always put it back in its little box, rinse it and put it in its box. I guess I did not. I must have maybe taken it out and just stuck it in my shorts pocket because I've lost it. Yep, I've lost my front teeth. Yeah, at 54 years old, I've lost my front teeth. So I think I might have stuck it in my pocket, and I went to sleep kind of early that night because I'd been up so long and in the heat. And I woke up about 2 or 3 in the morning and realized I would fall asleep in my shorts that I'd been wearing for the day. And so I just took them off and put on some pajama pants and tossed my shorts over on the side table and went back to sleep. So if it was in the pocket of that, it could have flown out, or it could have came out while I was sleeping, but I cannot find it anywhere in the house. If it hit the floor, the cats could have played with it. We could have not realized because it's so small, because it just has those 2 front teeth on it, that we could have kicked it and not realized it, and it could be kicked under furniture. Or I could have laid it on a napkin or something, or the bedside table, and I cleaned that all off. I looked all through my trash can, through all the paper towels in there. I don't know. And I could have stuck it in my pocket and forgot it was there and came out here. And I know I finished off the potatoes and added some dirt and did some weeding to the beets. So I came out yesterday and I searched the whole yard because I'm a creature of habit. I follow the same walkway paths. Part of some of the OCD with my ADHD is that I have to walk the same pattern and the same trails. It's just part of my makeup. So there's a very good chance that it fell out of my pocket, like bending over, because I had on my Union Bay shorts, and the pockets aren't shallow, but I could have kept bending over or whatever, and it worked its way out. I checked the yard everywhere. It's pretty lightweight, so I thought surely if it came out, it'd be laying on top of the grass somewhere. Nope, I can't find it. So I had to go online and order another one. Luckily, I can do that. But yeah. So out that money and just frustrated. So now I cannot show my face on camera or go on in public. Or I just can't open my mouth or smile because I'm very self-conscious, and gosh knows I don't need any additional self-esteem issues. I mean, I get weird in public anyway, and the way people look at me, and yeah, I'm just weird that way. But so what you're seeing over here is all that watermelon, which is about 2 feet tall now. Some of it might be a little taller, but it's not ready. I probably still have 10 watermelon cantaloupe size, or right at cantaloupe size, and they're going to have to get maybe double that, and probably another 5, 6 small softball to baseball size watermelons. So I will share them with my neighbors on both sides. If the neighbors who live behind me, behind this big white fence, were nicer people, I would share with them too. But they're just not nice people. And so I'm just not going to share with them. But I'll share with the neighbors on each side. Everybody loves watermelons. These sugar baby watermelons they're going to be delicious, of course, but they're not like a huge watermelon that you sit on the table for a family of 10 and everybody can enjoy. But anyway, so I went back to bed this morning after I let the chickens out. I got up and had a little breakfast. I need to put some more tape on this thing, plumber's tape, so it doesn't leak. But anyhow, I realized I probably need to come out here and give all this stuff a drink. I think the beets are fine. They were swimming yesterday from the sprinkler. I used some of the loose dirt and potting soil that was in for the potatoes, and I kind of raked it into the dirt around the beets. See if maybe that would help with standing water issues. But I think the beets are fine. I mean, it absorbs faster than I probably realized. But I think these cucumbers are about spent. It really bothers me that they were mismarked, but I've been enjoying them. The birds have been enjoying them, and you live and learn. So I still have seed for the Stonewall, slicing cucumbers from Hoss Tools. And so this winter, I'll get them started, and they may still go in these bags. But I will at least start them and know exactly what I'm getting. This year I got lazy, and with chickens in the house and having chickens that needed extra attention, I was really lazy about starting seeds in the house. And that'll teach you, huh? So anyway, I'm just giving these. I picked a lot of cherry tomatoes. Need to go to the store today and get some pasta. Paul's already got some mozzarella balls. I've already got fresh basil. And I am going to make a Capri salad, which is pasta and tomatoes and fresh basil, and it calls for balsamic vinaigrette, but that's too sweet for me, so I like to use a lemon vinaigrette. But anyhow, I will have to get my vinaigrette. I will have to leave town, go towards the beach or towards the river, because those two towns have stores that always have my lemon vinaigrette. Our store always had it, and then I was probably buying a bottle a week. It's not like they had a bunch in stock, but they quit carrying it. Yeah, our local store carries a lot of what I call redneck staples. They try to cater to, I don't know, just local small town appetites, maybe tourists. But a lot of times they'll have something really good, a little more exotic than usual, but really good, and then they'll quit. And I can go up front with a bottle or tell them and ask them to reorder it, but I've tried that before, and typically... All right, I'm back. I bet you didn't even know I was gone. It's so hot out here that the phone overheated. Plus, it has a plastic covering, which is something my brother put on it. I think that makes it hotter too, but everything has been watered at the roots in the garden. This is the wildflower here. That's as tall as me. Okay, maybe it comes to my forehead, but yeah, that's still... So I had to pull some grass out of here. Some Jonathan grass was invading. Yeah, it's probably hits the top of right above my eyebrows, so yeah. And I believe it's going to have bright pink flowers, but it doesn't have any little buds on the top of it, so here's where one of the limbs kind of fell over, and it's continuing to grow, so I can only hope that it continues to bloom. And they are big magenta looking daisy type flowers. I think I have some out front. This is something new. They haven't opened up yet. Those look pretty light pink, and then here's some more over here that are red, so I look forward to those blooming. Like I've said before, with these wildflower mixes, you tend to get different types of wildflowers blooming at different times of the summer. So everything has been watered. Before I picked the camera back up, I had to hunt for my little Moira because she hates when I use the water hose, which I got myself all wet. I need to put some more plumber's tape around the threads, but let's see. I've got one over here blooming. So this is that tall one, and as you can see, it's going to make a magenta bloom that looks like either this or dark like this. Pretty much, yeah, that's it. I'm trying to make sure I find the right ones because there's several pink and several, yeah, I believe they're gonna look like this one or this one. So that's the one that's as tall as I am. So there's all kinds of different ones still blooming in here. Lots of orange and yellows, which of course monarch butterflies like. I have seen a few monarchs. There's some pinks and a few whites, but overall it's been lovely. And bird bath has been scrubbed out and refilled. The chickens' water, which of course the camera was overheated at that point, was dumped and scrubbed out and filled. You guys didn't watch me scrubbing water bowls anyway, did you? So as it's almost 2 o'clock now, it probably is at least 2, the shade from this tree I'm standing under, the Norwegian spruce, is going to come this way. So those 2 water bowls I brought up to scrub, and I went ahead and filled them up. They're going to be in total shade here in probably another half hour. So I think it's on the porch because I see some packages on the porch, but I ordered some more snack grass is what I call it. I've been ordering the chick mix. That's what it's called, chick mix. Where's it, chicken mix? I think it's just chick mix on Amazon, and I ordered a different brand today, and I'll take a picture of it and put it on here. But they pretty much eaten all the yumminess out of there. There's still some native grasses that keep growing in that pallet, and they keep, of course, nibbling the top of it. So I will come out one morning and with my little, probably the hand trowel, and rough up all the dirt and grass in between those boards and put down seed. And then I'm going to use some of the this nylon mesh. I'm going to staple it down in places really good so it doesn't sag. They can't like step on it and make it go down. And that way they can still walk across it, but they can also eat everything that pops up above it. I've been doing that, and then I take it off when it gets pretty tall. That way, you know, they're not trying to squeeze their beaks between those little squares. But I still have this, which is the probably half inch square. So I might put that down over it. But I think I'm going, or I might just put the chicken wire over it, which I might just do that for now. Put it, the chicken wire, and staple it down right there, that little hazy spot right in the middle of the screen right there is some chicken wire, which will probably be more than enough to cover that 10-foot pallet. But yeah, that's where I like to put their snack grass. And the one thing about it is you have to really water it a lot, twice a day usually, I find, until it really starts sprouting, and then you can go to once a day. But the chickens love it. A lot of people make frames, little box frames, fill it with soil, plant it, and then, you know, put hardware cloth over it. But I essentially already have frames there, and this gives them a way to, they're not standing on wire, they're standing on boards, and they can just peck and eat to their heart's delight. And then towards the end of the summer, I'll pull the mesh up, and they like to hop down in there and, you know, scratch and dig. So, and that gives them entertainment and pleasure. So it is back to being super hot today. That's why the camera overheated. I think we're not supposed to get above 88, supposed to be our high. I don't think we've reached that, but we've already hit heat index of 100. So yay, fun. So they got both fans on in there. They're all in there having some snack and just eating some bugs. That's what Luna's doing down there in the bottom. She found some spider webs or some bugs, and so hopefully we'll get some more eggs. I can't wait for those 2 back there under the tree in the corner in that shade to lay some eggs, and we'll be good to go. But you can see Cosmo. He's my Randy-roo. He's 6 months old. Yeah, right at 6 months old. And yeah, he hangs out with my 1.5-year-old rooster. But yeah, he's quite Randy. He's all about the ladies right now, you know. And here's my lovely Miss Moira, who now will follow me up on the back porch, share some cat food with the cat. He's sleeping over here under the hammock, and she often will just sit down and have like a rest with him. It's really cute. There's Chaos. Yeah, he's 13 years old. And like I said, he's been outside for 10 years of his life. So he's getting slower. I think he's getting a little deaf. But, you know, every night he comes out, and he would sleep on here, but I've caught him every night lately sleeping under that flower pot right in this area. You can see it's kind of smushed down, and he sleeps here by the chickens every night, keeping an eye on them. And when it was still late winter, he wanted to sleep in the carrier that we used to take him and his siblings to the vet. He wanted to sleep in that out here by the chickens. So who knows? I do know that this winter, for snuggle reasons and keeping her warm, I'm going to probably come fall, if not sooner, one night pick her up and just put her in there on the roost with the others. They all hang out the fence together. She is part of their flock. I mean, she's the bottom of it, but that way she will have the protection of the big coop and others to snuggle with. And if we get any hurricane weather, then I might leave her in her little one, but I may put her in there too, because I can drop the shade cloth. And I took down the walls inside the coop this summer because I want an open air coop, but I think I can cut this plywood here to make just little walls that I can slide in and just screw down on all three sides, and still have enough left over to put a new wall there, so that the 5 by 5 by 6 area where they roost at night can be totally enclosed this winter. We'll see how it goes. I still got this old wall, which is the vinyl, which is stretched over a pallet frame. So I can probably, on this end opposite of the little door, I can probably put an automatic door on one end, and on this other end I can cut it so that it will, I can still hang it, and it can still come up and it'll miss the table. So we'll see. We'll just see. And I've also thought of putting a double door up there, which I think I will just get a new, some new plywood, and one side will open so I can clean out and all that good stuff, and the other side can stay closed. We'll see. I still have thinking and planning and plenty of time for that. So this I may just leave as it is, put the sides down, and let it be for chaos this winter. That way I can leave the door open, and he will sleep in there. So that way he'll be out of the weather, he'll be out of the rain, but he can still smell and be near his chickens and be outside. And then, if we get any blizzardy, bitter cold, I make him come in, which is not his favorite because he doesn't like all the inside cats. He's just too mature for them. What do you think? Do you think he's mature? Yeah, you like him, don't you? You love your chaos. So he's got fresh water. Everybody's good. I am sweating like a pig. I'm sweating like a ditch digger. I think it's something my mom used to say. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm going in. You guys enjoy your Sunday afternoon. I hope you have a great week. I hope and pray everyone starts cooling off, or get the kind of storms that cool you off but don't blow your house over. Yeah, how about that? So anyway, there is some severe weather coming for the south. I have a niece down in Florida, so wish everyone the best, safety, love, and please give me a thumbs up and share these weird chicken rambling videos. Where'd you go, Moira? Say bye, Moira. Say it, huh? Is you saying bye? Say bye-bye. Hey y'all, it's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles, and I will add this to, the end of my other hodgepodge video for today. But these are things that, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't even have enough subscribers yet to even monetize. But this is the mic and the receiver that I bought. This is the, this is the receiver. Oh my gosh, it's like, do you not know how to use your hand? So this end is the little receiver that goes into your phone, and then you have 2 microphones. This one has a red dot because it's charging. This is rechargeable. All I have to, it's got, it's at a 90% charge now, is plug it in. It comes with this cord, and it keeps your mics and everything charged. So that's awesome. This I used today for the first time for an extended amount of time. I have the Thermacell, which is the cylinder that you set on a table. This is the backpack version. I'm sure I just stuck it in my back pocket and let it face out, and it kept the mosquitoes and the bugs off me from head to toe. And I also mentioned that I would talk about the new snack grass, is what I call it. I've been using Chick Mix, which I got from Amazon. It's a forage mix. The chickens loved it. They've eaten it up, so it's time to put some new, and as you can tell from the photos, you can also use this for goats. You just pretty much water and go. It comes with a mulch with it, so people could, there's a lot of people who do just that. They just make a dish or a small container or build a box for it. I have a huge 10-foot by 5-foot pallet, and I plant between the boards, and that's what I'm going to do. It's a lot of multi-grains protein. It says it grows fast, and it's not just for chickens. As long as you keep it watered, once it starts, my chickens love it. So I just wanted to show some products that, though this is different from the other brand I use, which is just called Chick Mix, I'm sure this is going to be just as awesome. And some things that I use that, work out great for me. I'm filming on an iPhone 10, which my regular iPhone 7, which I love and I keep using because it's small and it works for me. I am going to, I need to replace, and I'll probably go with a Android there, but everything's been working out great, and that's my best friend, Watermelon Red Bull. So anyhow, I'm just going to show these few things because I said I would. I'll add this to the end of one of the other videos. Thanks, y'all. Have a great afternoon. Bye.